You gotta do the countdown, by the way, and let us know when we're going live. Well, hey everybody, we're coming to you live from the new studios for Guerrilla Publishing. I actually got that right, Josh. Can you believe that?
I had to write it down like I was doing homework. I felt like I was writing sentences in middle school again.
Right? Yes, Guerrilla Publishing, no longer Triangle Productions. What happened to Triangle Productions? We don't know. It went the way of the dodo. Is what happened to that, and we abandoned it for Guerrilla Publishing, which we're having a great time with. The new logo is awesome. We got some new graphic stuff coming out. What do y'all think of the new logo? Do you like it? Do you like the whole concept that we've got going on where our content is for a cause? We want to know what you guys think, what you all want us to focus on. Josh is like one of those terrible radio callers. He's trying to pull up the comments over here, and he forgot to turn down the volume. So
terrible.
Well, anyway.
There is a U in Gorilla. I don't know how. What I'm assuming is when we published it, it auto-corrected or something and went to Gorilla, and YouTube is not letting us change it to Gorilla Publishing right now. Right, Lee? We have a couple more days.
Yeah, I'll double check.
We're getting it fixed. It's just, you know how it is. I don't know what I'm doing. None of us do. We're just figuring this out as we go. I think now we've got most of it nailed down pretty good, but I mean, we're not professionals. He's an attorney. I worked like blue collar construction work and sales, and so
yeah, there you go. And Lee was an Eagle Scout.
Yeah, I think he's honestly probably the smartest person in all this out of all of us.
Absolutely, absolutely. He's the brains of the operation, the one behind the screens, controlling all this stuff, doing all that stuff. He's the one, the brains behind the operation. But we got a lot going on.
New Zealand said the studio is gorgeous. Yeah.
Thank you.
I've worked really hard the last day or two.
We've got to give you a little bit of a tour while we're here. We've got a 500-gallon aquarium to the right of the screen. So in that, we've got some clown loaches, we've got some cory cats, we've got some big common plecos. We've got some baby clown loaches. We've got the Australian, I can't remember what those things are called, Rasboras maybe. Forgive me, my fish names are not 100%. I didn't acquire those, somebody else did. But that's what we got going on there. We got a cool antique boat. We've got the wall back here, and introducing the wall. So we had a concept and an idea, and as we do more videos, we are going to. I love The Office, folks, and I've got a bobblehead Dwight, and we were talking about bobblehead Dwight, and in talking about bobblehead Dwight, we decided that we were talking about whether bobblehead Dwight could sleep with the fishes, and we were going to put him in the tank, and that led to another idea. And you want to tell them about the other idea, Josh?
Yeah, so we're going to build essentially a gangplank above the tank. And when you get put on our target list of people that we think have been doing dirty and we decide to put you under a microscope, you're going to go up on the gangplank. And once we've pieced everything together and successfully ended you, we're just going to essentially...
Metaphorically.
Yeah, I mean, through means of making you pay for what you've done in the legal way. We're not stepping outside of legality like they do. We operate within the lines of what the law allows us to do.
Yep.
But anyway, they'll metaphorically move from the gangplank into the fish tank, which will be them now sleeping with the fishes.
Yep.
So
we're going to have bobbleheads made at the people. So Drunk Judge Holmes, bobblehead will be ordered. Lee will be working on that. We're going to have them make a bobblehead. Right now she'll be teetering up there, but eventually, metaphorically, when she loses her judicial position and her career is done, her career will be sleeping with the fishes, and then her bobblehead can move permanently to the tank to permanently sleep with our fish. So we thought it was a good metaphor, and plus it's really heavy, and we didn't want to move it.
Yeah, I think it's
if we're being honest,
yeah,
right?
It's a well-made fish tank.
All right, but hey, we got some new content coming out. Josh, you want to talk to them about the sheriff's? So we went to the sheriff's department the other day, and we were just going over there for a pleasant conversation and to file. What were we there for, Josh?
Well, we were trying to get some body cam footage from
yeah.
from the old Geis
Yeah, Cassidy Geist.
Yeah, from the old Geist DUI, which they did not seem to be. We'll hand it to our legal department. I felt like he was talking to Borat.
Yes.
I'll pass it to the legal department. And then shut the door in us, and it's just like, all right, it's really like, I think it's Abrams always says rules for thee, but not for me.
Right.
Or rules for me, but not for thee. Yeah, I think
Yes.
that's the second time.
Rules for thee, but not for me.
No, rules for me, but not for thee, right?
No, rules for thee,
for you,
but not for me.
Yeah, that's...
No, it's a rule for you, but not for me. That's how you say it. It's a rule for thee and not for me.
Oh, okay, so...
Because it's like, you got to follow this rule, but I don't.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So the system is... Obviously, that's how they always play the game. They don't have to abide the rules. So it's like, blatantly, we're here, open records to request it. And it goes from, we'll pass it to our legal department, and Ron's like, what does that mean? Like, give us the footage,
You feel welcomed?
No, not it's that cubicle feels weird.
Oh my God! Yes,
I feel like if they wanted to, they could just hit a button.
Hit the button and lock you. Yes. Oh, I feel
and
like.
all you have is Reader's Digest.
Yes. From 2020.
Yeah.
Right. It was the Christmas edition, Reader's Digest 2020. But we put it to good use. So we positioned the FX3 up on it, and so it's just sitting on the table when he comes out. And so he starts talking for a minute, and he doesn't go all pissed off until he looks over and he's like, "Is that thing recording?" And I made a mistake. I made a mistake.
Look, Ron, when dealing with the police, I learned this in MP school, which is sad that they told us this. They're like, look, if you are outside of work and you have to deal with the police, never volunteer information.
Right.
The answer should always be, I don't know.
Nice. Yes.
I'm not lying to you. I don't know. I'm dumb. I'm
right.
I'm dumb.
For you, it fits a little better than me, I think.
I don't know. Everyone's calling you a dumbass, and you're really not.
I mean, I know, right?
So you might as well just run with it.
But I wear that with pride. So, like, we learned that there's a Hate Ron Durbin website out. I don't know the name of it, or I'd give it so you guys could look at it. But we'll get you that information. We'll put that out there. But one of the drunk Judge Holmes supporters created a website where they talk about me, and they mention, in 2020, my crazy ex-wife got a harassment protective order against me in a state that I had never been to in my life, that she had to dismiss after the court smacked her for doing that and let me have custody of my daughter until she dismissed the thing. They don't mention any of that stuff. But so, I love it. And what I was saying to them was, there's nothing that anybody's ever going to say to me about me that's worse than what I've been said about me by my mom when I was growing up. So, like, I hate to say it, but sticks and stones may make broken bones, but words can never hurt me. Like, yeah, I don't know what you could say to me.
For me, and it's ironic, I put two and two together, like the meanest superior I ever had the whole time in the military was a guy named, ironically, Josh Freeman. If he's watching, I highly doubt he is, but he lives in Nevada somewhere. But the things he used to say to me over the radio mount in the truck when we'd be in the field, like after dealing with him he wasn't even my leader he was like my team leader for not that long. But just some of the shit that guy could say, you're like, and you're married?
Right.
Like
yeah. I mean, look, exactly. Like, I mean, I've handled the verbal abuse. You've been in the. I had a parental situation. You were in the military, and so got that abuse. Yes, drill sergeant. No drill sergeant. That kind of stuff. Hey, speaking of drill sergeants, we are going to go see the drill sergeants at the TSA and get patted down and stuff as we go on a road trip.
You have to moan when you go through TSA when they touch you. They love that. They actually make you get through faster.
Now look, there's a wonderful, wonderful friend of mine who he refuses to travel anymore because when he went through the scanner, and he's probably watching this, when he went through the scanner, every time there was a bulge detected in his pants area. And look, the man is well endowed, and he had to get frisked down every time. Every time we went through the airport, he's over there getting a pat down, and he'd be so red hot pissed off every time. I hope that doesn't happen to us, but we're heading to Boston.
I have that problem, Ron.
We're heading to Boston. Yeah, they're worried about you hiding a bullet in your pants, not a firearm.
Well, and it's not even that. They always...
You have a little 22 round in there.
I mess with them so much.
You told me not to cuss.
I did.
He tells me not to cuss. And here he is. That's twice. It was the S word earlier, and now it's the F word.
You know what?
We're gonna create a swear jar.
I knew it was coming. There's gonna be a swear jar, and we'll use the money to buy a new car for us to get around in because it's gonna fill up quick. Are we talking about just only to put money in?
I'm good. I've gone to court and represented clients for 14 years and never been sanctioned for my mouth in court. Now, have I gotten close by challenging some stuff? But never for cursing or any of that stuff. Like I can turn it on and turn it off. Like I have this button. It's debate mode on or debate mode off. I don't like debate mode on.
I just it's something I got to work on.
Have you seen me in court? We got some footage of that. We should put up some of the footage of me in court on some of these things, Lee, and let the YouTube audience see some of that. We got some of that on some of the good cameras, I think, as well. So anyway, we're heading to Boston. We're going to team up with Accountability for All, Josh Abrams.
If you live in the Boston area and you know where good food is,
drop a comment below. Now, Abrams says he knows where the good food is.
But listen, Abrams, I'm going to expose Abrams right now. And I'm sorry, Josh, before I do this, I want to let you know, first and foremost, I'm only doing this because I love you and I respect you. Secondly, Josh Abrams thinks Jack in the Box is gourmet.
Yes. Oh, my God.
Let's all talk about this real quick.
Okay.
Accountability for all, so we're going to hold him accountable.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to go let Josh Abrams know that Jack in the Box
sucks.
I'm sorry. If you love it, the only time Jack in the
No,
Box...
I'm not sorry if you love it.
The only time it's good is when I used to be hammered drunk and I'd go through there with a bag of the $1
good
tacos.
When you're hammered drunk is Waffle House.
Yeah, that is delicious. But...
Good. Jack in the Box is I will settle for it if it's the only option while I'm really hammered drunk. That's Jack in the Box. That's like, you're going to toxic hell before you go there. You're going to go drive through the 24-hour Whataburger down here in the South.
Ooh, no, I'm not doing that.
I like Whataburger.
It's not the same. It got bought out by that same...
I know. You were complaining about that the other day. It's not Texas anymore.
No, it's
not.
not.
Like Matthew McConaughey every time. You kind of look like him.
I don't care. He's right. It's like it's owned by a super chain now. And you know what all those super chains do? You know how they get their meat so cheap? They partner up with the local animal shelters in their area. And whenever they have unwanted meat...
Yeah.
Unwanted meat from the animal shelter, they sell it to these.
Have you ever seen Food Nation? You ever seen that?
Uh-uh.
Well, if you watch Food Nation, it is a documentary style thing. It's got Greg Kinnear in it, and it's about a burger company and him investigating like E. coli getting in the burgers and stuff. It's amazing. You should watch it. It's awesome.
I don't want to know. Doing pest control already ruined me as somebody. Like, we walked in that place in OKC the other day.
Yeah.
We walk into a restaurant in OKC the other day, and Ron looks at me and he goes, "Are you okay, bro?"
Gaiute is the name of it. I got no shame. I'm going to expose it. If your place smells like restaurant or it smells like cockroaches, and my feet are literally... I like to wear nice shoes. I got the Fruity Pebbles on today. I don't know if they're on camera and you can see them, but I got the Fruity Pebbles on today. And my dadgum shoes are sticking to the floor. And it's like, it's not that pleasant sticky sound like in some experiences. Some experiences there's, anyway, we won't go there.
I was going to say, wait a minute. There's never a time where I'm like, oh, that's sticky. That's pleasant. I enjoy that. That's almost like there's never been a time where like, man, this would be so much more fun if the cops were here.
Well, I meant viscous. The sound of viscosity can sound good.
Okay, yeah, I get that. But like, I don't ever step into something
The sound of
sticky.
viscosity,
okay,
I guess is what I...
Kind of like the sound of Velcro pulling apart.
Right.
Okay.
It can be satisfying in certain circumstances,
yes,
is what I would say. But anyway, where were we going with this story?
I don't know. I'm pretty medicated right now, so
we are in Oklahoma. It is a medical state. We are traveling to Massachusetts, which I believe is a recreational state. So I think we're in... Have you checked this out yet?
I thought I did.
Are we going to have to travel over the border to like New Hampshire? What should we do while we're up there? Is there anywhere that we should look? We've got some plans. We're going to team up with Abrams. You were going to talk about Abrams and say some stuff, and you changed.
I said it's the Jack in the Box.
Oh
thing,
yeah. I want done bashing on Jack in the Box. I want people to go over to if you follow them. Look, thank you for coming over from his channel. He sent us a lot of followers. I want to send you back, and on one of his videos, just do us a favor over here at Gorilla Publishing, and just say Jack in the Box sucks. Yep. Just send a little love from us and remind him. And if you know of good restaurants, please send them to us.
So help me God, if one of you jokesters tells us Jack in the Box or whoever it was that said White Castle, which honestly,
I like White Castle.
I've never had it other than like the little box.
Look, the freeze-dried onions give you the farts like crazy. But if they have those up there, we're definitely getting you some White Castle. Have you had Crystals? You've had the little Crystals mini burgers. You've been to New Orleans with me, haven't you?
No, we went to Mobile and
in Mobile, there's not a night when we were out. We went to Crystals and got some Crystals.
We did have that one place that had the burgers with the chili on them.
That's Ward's.
And those were amazing. That's but the big you want to talk about the thoughts.
The thoughts. Oh, the big one chili. The big one chili at Ward's, which is a small chain in South Mississippi. If you want, now look, their meat sucks. If you could put their meat.
I just said Truth Seeker said I came in at a crazy spot, and then you're talking about someone's meat.
I know. If you could put their chili on somebody else's burger that wasn't like because they're burgers. I've seen them because you can see in the kitchen. It's like the frozen, like they put them on their frozen, like they literally come out of the box frozen and put them on the grill. But the chili
is amazing.
It's amazing. It's
like a lot of you. I don't think you don't like them, but I think Ron's chili cheeseburgers are amazing. Especially when you get the 50-50 meat and breakfast sausage one with the chili and the onions and
I was at 15th in Denver.
Oh, that one's trash.
Yeah.
No, the best one.
But I had to smell it every day. My office was right across the street.
Oh, yeah, that would kind of kill you.
And yeah, I just got to where I tried it a couple times. I mean, I ate there like 3 times. And I mean, I worked across the street there 6 years and ate there 3 times. And you know me, I love a burger, right?
Yeah, I
so
know.
That tells
live
you.
off of them.
Right.
Just not a Ron's burger, which is ironic because you're.
Tastes like, but you can live off of it. Yeah. Crocodile Dundee. Yeah. We did the clip that in. See, that's what we're always thinking is like, what movie clip can we?
Yeah,
I
don't know. Nothing makes something more petty than cutting in a good meme. But
anyway, so we're heading up to Boston. Yep. If you know any good places that we should go audit as well, we've got some planned stuff with Josh. We appreciate that. But we are also open to ideas. Now, look, I have done some investigating. We're going to Pennsylvania too. And I've looked into Pennsylvania law. Pennsylvania has a really weird wiretapping law. Pennsylvania is one of the few states that I've ever seen that has a 2-party wiretapping law. And it is so ambiguous that it is unclear as to whether or not you can record somebody in a conversation that is in public. Now, I read a little further into it, and I don't think that they can meet the qualification, but it's a 3rd-degree felony in Pennsylvania.
Why don't we just get a shirt made? We can make it with a Sharpie that says, "I'm recording you."
But it's consent. It's not knowledge. It's consent. That's the whole thing. So you have to have 2-party
consent. Kind of ruins it for me.
Well, right. Yeah.
That every cop ever.
Yes.
It's like,
right.
Please don't touch me. He's like, sorry, agreement not necessary. Like Borat pulls the pillowcase over your head and throws you in the cruiser.
Yes, exactly. Agreement not necessary.
If that's how the police detain people here, I wouldn't even be mad about it. If they just give it to me like, hey, come talk to me. And I'm like, no thanks, I don't talk to the police.
Black baggie, like in V. You put the black baggie, you want to sip it up, and you're like
you're
just going somewhere.
He's like, no, you're coming with us. And then throw you in the car.
Yeah, you get taken in Fallujah, you wake up in Guantanamo.
Yeah, with missing a kidney. You're married. Like I thought Vegas was weird.
Right. I mean, hell, when you go into Guantanamo, I mean, it could be worse though. At least some of those people didn't make it to Guantanamo. Those people went to foreign countries and were interrogated by those governments, militaries.
I just remember an interview with this paratrooper from World War II I watched when I was really young, and the guy asked him, he goes, well, how did y'all handle prisoners of war during the initial invasion? He goes, prisoners of war, we just didn't let them become prisoners of war.
Right, exactly.
And he said it with the most dead face. He's like, we just admitted to war crimes.
Yeah, right. Well, I think the Nuremberg stuff came after World War II.
And outside of that, to be honest, like,
so you really
you just ran straight into a bunch of machine guns. I've never experienced that, but like I would imagine your mental state is not like the rules. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like,
I'm gonna kill you. Yeah. Yes, kill everything. And I mean, isn't that what they train you to do?
Yeah. Like, the only thing you're supposed to feel when you shoot someone is one thing. You know what that is?
Pulling the trigger.
Yeah, recoil.
Yeah.
The
pulling trigger and recoil.
You shouldn't even be anticipating.
Right.
Just,
anticipating is when you prematurely.
That's when you shoot the guy next to him on accident.
Yeah.
Just hope
premature anything's not good.
No.
Right. I know you have a problem with that. I didn't mean to bring that up. So I'm sorry.
Thanks.
I promised I wouldn't bring those up on lives. And
I know.
Josh, I feel bad.
I hear Cialis works great if they want to sponsor us.
I don't
I'm
know.
not going to take it, but I'm going to start a black market operation where I'm moving it out the back door.
I mean, helping guys. You could go we could go help the guys at the VA. You're always talking about helping guys at the VA. I mean, look, those guys have to get lonely, and sometimes they need a little assistance.
Oh no, that's the funny thing. If I were to call the VA, and I've talked to guys, but if I were to call the VA and be like, "Hey, I need some Viagra," I'd have it
Really?
by the next day. But if
so
you
you can
need
get-
something for like mental health, like you need something to keep you from driving your car head on into a semi, they're like that could take 2 to 12 years.
Yeah, like the suicide form you have to fill out to get your eyeglasses.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you need to check your eyes. We need to know how many times you're tugging your bird a day before we can check your eyes.
Yeah, tugging your bird.
Which makes
you have so many analogies for winking the snake. I mean, it's just.
I'm just telling you that that's all there is to do in the military. There's 3 things to do: complain, distribute free literature, which is another one because you're out.
Distributing free literature.
That's another term for
Drug
feeding the
dealing?
geese. No, for feeding the geese, tugging the bird,
Oh!
the 5-knuckle shuffle,
I got
meeting the
you.
judge.
Gotcha.
You know?
God bless.
There's a,
God
there's a bunch
bless.
of, but like I said, there's only 3 things to do: smoke cigarettes, tug your bird, and complain.
Yeah.
That's really the only 3 things you're allowed to do. That's your.
Right.
Those are your options.
Yeah.
And I'm not much of a complainer. And I wasn't back then. They beat it out of me. I've just gotten accustomed, you know. And you can only smoke so many cigarettes. And the old bird is always there, man.
I don't know. I tested the smoking cigarettes thing
Yeah,
before the
that's
heart attacks. I tried that. I got up to 2 packs a day before heart attack 1
Yeah, been
sent me packing.
2 words you shouldn't say together: Cialis and backdoor.
Is she consent? Oh wait, no, we're not supposed to talk about that here.
Yeah, that's okay. So
Sorry,
anyway, yeah,
sorry.
so we'll be going to Boston, and then we'll be there for about a week with Pennsylvania. And
Yeah, we're gonna film the whole thing, and look, we have an idea for a channel where it's more behind the scenes, guerrilla style, like us going through the airport, us, the behind the scenes, that kind of thing, and do it sort of as an episodic idea. We need your comments. We need your feedback on that. Is that something you guys would watch? Look, at the end of the day, the audits are interesting and we capture a lot of stuff, but I think the most interesting stuff that we do happens most of the time when we're not rolling camera.
unfortunately, it's like they have a weird sixth sense. It's almost like there's a red light on the camera that lets them know we're recording or not, and they wait. Like that guy was being shitty, and then he calmed down a little bit once he was like,
Oh yeah. No, he's
I better pump the
Oh,
brakes.
but wait, we didn't talk about. We went to the district attorney's office. So we went by the DA's office. This is a funny one. So we went by the Tulsa County District Courts again. Where I got arrested. Last time I went over there, I got arrested for disturbing the peace. They didn't like the use of the F word, and they think that is that's a violation of the law. I disagree. I think it's constitutionally protected activity to express my frustration with my government releasing my name, date of birth, social security number, height, weight, everything else. We went over there to check that system again, and by the way, I did a little more checking. And do you know the Oklahoma rules? This is how bad things are in Oklahoma. The Oklahoma Supreme Court's the one who comes up with these rules, and they came up with them like 2011 or something. The rules say that a person may redact the information. It says may. It doesn't say shall. I double checked the rules. It doesn't say shall. So in other words, they can file your name, date of birth, height, weight, social security number.
So that's something we need to start working.
So we're going to shame. So what we got to do is the law sucks. And it's not a law. It's a court-made rule that says they can do this stuff, which is ridiculous. Court shouldn't be making this stuff up.
My favorite part about the whole thing is Kunzweiler's office basically tells us to pound pavement. And then I wonder how they would feel if they know that we have his daughter's social security number, height, weight, date of birth.
The district attorney for Tulsa County, his daughter stabbed him. Look it up, Kunzweiler. I call him another name, but it's Kunzweiler
Of the Rottweiler family, but less aggressive.
Yes, just as ugly though. Yeah. Rottweilers are beautiful. He's not. I'm sorry. I apologize to all Rottweilers everywhere
Rottweilers
for comparing you to Steve Kunzweiler. I call him something else. It starts with a C and a U. I'm not going to say it. Y'all can figure it out in the comments. We're on YouTube. We got to watch.
Oh yeah, hold on. So I have to time out on that. So somebody asked about that was one of the bigger things. Other than that, why we went there. Somebody asked for an update on the drunk lawyer with her hauling her kids around.
Yeah. So we went there. we went over there. We've been working on all this. So we went by the sheriff's department to try to get the jail footage of this. We have put in, and you can't see her, but behind the screen, behind the scenes, you got Sam watching one of the live rolls. And Sam and other staff have been trying to get the video of this stuff, get the police report. It has been a struggle, I got to tell you, to get them to let loose of it. We are working they call every day, multiple times every day. Look, we're taking a whole new tact. Every day we are sending in open records requests for body cam footage from Tulsa County. We're doing the same for Oklahoma County. If you know of footage somewhere that something happened and you think that we should get it and feature it on this channel, you just need to let us know where, what happened, the time, all the information you can get to us. Reach us out, comment us, send us a private message, email us, get us that word. And the team, we have a team. It's Triangle Publishing. We got a whole team behind. Damn it! I cussed. I had it until then.
So now we're tied.
So 2-1. But my damn is not nearly.
Yeah, but you messed the name up. It might as well be cursing. It's borderline blasphemy.
It is blasphemy. Sorry. Guerrilla Publishing. But anyway, so we were going to gather all of that stuff, and we've been trying to get all that information. So while we were doing all of that, we were at the sheriff's department. We got to run around with them. We got sent out another place. We got the door slammed in our face. Don't worry, I went back the next day and I filed a complaint on all those officers that tackled me and stuff at the courthouse that you saw. By the way, if you didn't see this, it was on court cam last night on A&E. Court cam on A&E, my wrongful arrest and where I got battered and got charged with an assault and battery. You can clearly see him grab me and then me push him off of me and say, get off of me. You know, I got arrested for that assault and battery. You can see those charges. Well, I filed complaints about that. You were with me yesterday. So we went by and did that.
But the thing outside of all that that's funny is now we found out not only does she get drunk and drive with her kid in the car, she likes to get drunk at children's parties.
Oh, so yes. So look, allegedly on the kid in the car.
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly. We don't have the reports. We don't know what the allegations are yet there. But she's charged with felony child endangerment and DUI. That means a kid was in the car while they believe and are alleging that she was operating the motor vehicle while under the influence. At 4 a.m. is when she was booked into David L. Moss for something a.m. So she was pulled over sometime. They had to test you within 2 hours. So you know she was pulled over within 2 hours of that time because you had to do the breath test in Oklahoma within 2 hours or it's not valid, if my memory serves me correctly.
Well, either way, we'll have a video finished up about the time we get back.
But let's share. So Abby Broyles. So let's. They don't know this story. Y'all don't know this yet. So we got tips, and thank you for this from viewers. But Abby Broyles ran against Senator Jim Inhofe for one of the two Oklahoma Senate seats in the United States Senate. Jim Inhofe was in his 80s. He'd been serving for like 50-something years in the Senate. He's the same Jim Inhofe who got his license taken by the FAA for landing a couple of times on not runways. He landed on taxiways and stuff when he was getting in his elderly age. The same Jim Inhofe who then changed the Federal Aviation's ability to do that and got his license back because he was a senator for 50 years and you don't screw with a senator for 50 years. Anyway, Abby Broyles was running against him. During all of that, there was a party that was conducted. And during the party, Abby Broyles, who was running for senator for the United States Senate, became intoxicated. And allegedly, the woman Cassidy Geis, who at the time was Cassidy Rogers, she was the one hosting the party. And allegedly, she provided this Abby Broyles with some kind of prescription narcotic that she mixed with alcohol. And that caused Abby Broyles to call one girl what did she call her? She called her a judgmental F.
Yeah, I don't know.
And she called another one.
They shouldn't invite Barbara to the party, you know?
Right. They shouldn't have invited her.
Everybody gets a bad time, especially when Barbara is just not good with alcohol, you know?
Well, no, it's Abby Broyles is her name.
Oh, yeah, but I heard there was another girl there. I can't remember her name. It was Barbara something. It's
but we've learned that before all of this, they went to a comedy club, and apparently they were acting a fool at the comedy club to the point where Cassidy Rogers, now Geis, the same one that just got arrested for felony child endangerment, was allegedly said, Oh, don't worry. She's okay. She's a lawyer talking about Abby Broyles interrupting the comedy show at an Oklahoma comedy club. We're trying to get the footage on that. If anybody has that footage, knows where it exists, if you know what comedy club they were at, let us know. We'll go ask the comedy club for it. But what we've learned is they then go to the house, drunken episode. Abby Broyles has to drop out after she pukes on a girl's shoe, accosts all these children. She has to drop out from the Senate race. She went to rehab. Apparently, whatever message was not allegedly learned by Cassidy, who's now Geis. And she met Geis while in law school, apparently. And her former husband did not have great things to say about her hosting this party with Abby Broyles, and a great argument by non-doc if you want to do a deep dive. Because I've done a deep dive. See, when you threaten to kill me, it just makes me want to do a deep dive in all of this stuff. And it's fascinating. And look, as our viewers did, they Googled the address. And my God, at the house. I have been doing my practice wrong the whole 14 years. I have not been selling out the way I should have, because I'm a hell of a lot smarter than that guy is, by epic, links and bounds. And have you seen his house? Did you see his house?
I have. It's been so much that I've had to go through that it's like, between the house and just how much overwhelming evidence there is of just like obviously like we were talking about
a pattern.
Earlier. Yeah,
it's a pattern. And just like with StopSharingHomes.com and all the evidence that we have there and the pattern of conduct with regards to that judge.
That was what I was trying to think of the word. It literally says in the it's pattern of conduct that is not acceptable.
Right. Yes, absolutely. Rules against professional conduct. And is the Oklahoma Bar Association doing anything against them? No.
Nope.
Why? Because, well, Google them and look at the house. I mean, I hate to say it, but look at the house. White privilege and money.
Yep.
I mean, that's just, I don't know where the money comes from, but it's a lot of it. I mean, it's a lot. And you can just tell. You can tell, quite frankly, from the attitude. Anybody that's frat boy willing to call somebody and threaten to kill them, like that dude did, like, dude, only a frat boy would say something like that to me. Like, otherwise, I've been threatened to be killed by my mom.
Here, let me mute my mic real quick and just.
Oh yeah, let's play it. Let's play it. We'll play the audio. This is frat boy Donnie Geis. If y'all have not heard this is awesome. We have a good crowd, or how's? Yeah, okay. Y'all share this, and we need some help. Look, I'm speaking to you that are watching this. We need help. We're trying to get this channel to 50,000 subscribers. I need every bit of help that I can get from you. The more you help us, the more that we can get this monetized, the more I can start paying for some of this stuff. I'll be honest with you, I can't do this forever, and they're about to take my license and suspend me for fighting for people that watch this stuff and that I'm fighting for. So if you want to help support, monetarily, we've got stuff set up and that are coming for that. We can certainly appreciate you on Patreon and doing donations. We've got Justice for All Legal Defense Fund, which is a 501c3. But we also just really appreciate you liking, sharing, subscribing, sharing the word, commenting. All of that helps. And that's why we're sharing it. And you all are helping us get the word out and bring accountability to all these folks. So I'm going to play you all the voicemail from Mr. Donnie Geis. And this was on Sunday, March the 10th at 9:39 a.m. He leaves this message.
They're going to start calling you after noon, 1 o'clock, especially on a weekend.
Right. And it was Sunday when the time changed. It bounced forward, too. Right? So that's how eager he was. I mean, he was on the spring forward thing, too. So it was really 8:39.
Springboard.
Springboard off of his license being gone is what should happen. We went by. Oh, we haven't shown this yet either. We haven't shown them the footage that we went by. We went by the Bar Association.
Oh, we got a lot. We got
a lot to give you an update. We've gone by the Bar Association and dropped off complaints about Donnie and Cassidy. We filmed all of that. We played this recording for the front desk people. They did not like it. So have I not played it for them? Did I only play it on Facebook?
No. Here we go.
Here we go. Please, I apologize for the language, YouTube. Donnie, you're going to need to put some money in the swear jar.
You need to call me now. Fucking now, you bitch ass pussy. Call me now.
Well, there you go. Donnie Geis, everybody, with the Geis Law Firm out of Oklahoma City, and Cassidy Geis with the Brune Law Firm out of Oklahoma City. We tried to call the Brune Law Firm, and I think we did that on a live with you guys. We did not. They did not return our call. We do not have comments from the Brune Law Firm. We're not sure if she still works there or not. We have not followed up on that. We need to follow up on that. Jack Ahoff or Jack Mehoff needs to call back. Was that who called? Jack Mehoff?
Yeah, because Jack Mehoff. It's like the age-old joke. If your Uncle Jack was on a horse, would you help him off? Would you help your Uncle Jack off the horse?
Right.
Would you? It's a play.
I don't think that's a name we use. We use some other name.
We use Michael Hunt.
Michael Hunt.
Go by Mike for short, you know?
Yes.
Mr. Hunt. You can also use Benjamin Dover.
Yeah, but that was a little Simpsons overdone.
Yeah, true.
You know?
Yeah, but it's a classic.
I mean, look, Bart Simpson came up with it.
Yeah, it's a timeless classic.
Simpsons. Look, we think that this couch looks like the Simpsons couch, and so we're going to do some funny intros with the couch. And all that stuff. And our content's going to get a lot better as we add in some new video editing techniques and all of those things. So,
yeah.
We got anything else? Anything else in the
comments?
That's
it. We everybody just loving the studio, loving the support, guys. We got John Eagle, Jody D, Dasfoot, Let's Otvo, Zosgraph, DJ Plast.
DJ Plast?
Yeah.
That's an awesome name.
Yeah,
DJ Plast. We got to check that channel out. We need it. Where are you DJing DJ Plast? I want to know that.
Yeah, DJ Plast. Where?
Or is it? It could just stand for DJ. His name.
Well, it's not DJ Plast. DJ Plast.
That's cool.
Thank you, Flit. We really appreciate your support. I always see it in the stream. I'm trying to get it too. We're gonna have a TV up here. I hate looking down at my phone.
Yeah.
We'll have a TV tomorrow.
We're getting a big screen to go right here. By the way, if you want to help support any of that, again, we could use your support.
And we hate asking for it. We really do. Like we just.
I don't. I need your help and support. I know. I'm serious. Look, well, we're trying to change the world. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. I mean, at least make it a better.
I need every bit of help we can get. We need every bit of help that we can get. This is guerrilla publishing. We're doing it guerrilla style. I'm all in. I put everything I've got into this, and I'm not going to let it fail. You're not going to let it fail. Lee's not going to let it fail, and you're not going to let it fail because we're doing things differently. This is content for a cause. I'm not just doing this to get the likes. We're actually trying to change things. I want drunk Judge Holmes off the bench. I want lawyers like Cassidy Geis off the freaking bar association. I want people like Donnie Geis. I got a call from somebody earlier.
Get some accountability.
He took $5,000. He took $5,000 in cash for them. Hadn't been able to get a hold of him for months, and they essentially they've lost him his licenses and stuff. I got to help that people. I got to do it for free because they don't have any more money. That you know who they gave the last bit of money to? Donnie Geis. You know how many of those I hear all the time, and I just haven't said anything about it because I'm a nice guy. But when you threaten my life, you know I didn't need to try to get you business, Donnie. A lot of people already came to me. I just didn't make it a big deal. And I'd always tell them that I'm not going to bring a malpractice case. Those days are done unless I get suspended by the Bar Association, which, you know, it would be good for you.
More time to do this.
But I'm not going to back down. I read last year that 200 complaints, there were 200 formal complaints filed against lawyers in Oklahoma last year. 200. Judicial complaints, substantially less than, I don't remember what the exact number was. But I want you to all understand, thanks to you all, we have filed more than 500 judicial complaints
it's over 500 now
as a result of Judge StopSharingHomes.com. More than 500 we have filed as a result of StopSharingHomes.com. We're going to do the same thing about Gina Hendricks, Lorraine Faribault, and those other suppressors of the First Amendment. We're going to have that form coming up next week while we're out. We're going to be asking y'all to fill those things out so we can send those complaints in. We're going to bombard them until they start doing the right thing. We're going to shake, you know, we were talking about Kwame Toure and Stokely Carmichael. Stokely Carmichael was the leader of a group called SNCC, the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee. And it was a group. It was in contradiction with a lot of times the SCLC, which was the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, which was the group by King and Abernathy and them. And SNCC had also the former representative from Alabama. Oh gosh, he just passed away not that long ago. Forgive me, but he was part of SNCC too. They got arrested together multiple times. Anyway, Carmichael made a point, and we were talking about this the other day, that you can't shame people into change that don't have a conscience. And I agree with that. And a lot of these people, Lorraine Faribault, Gina Hendricks, etc., you can't shame them out of office because of conscience. What you can do is you turn up the heat on the others to make it to where it's easier for them to sacrifice those people to make their lives easier. Because at the end of the day, people are going to make decisions that make their lives better and easier. So if we make it so difficult to continue to sustain them, then they have to dump them. And that's how we get accountability.
Yep.
And that's how we change things. And
so anyway, with change, it'll start in Boston this week.
Yeah, change starting in Boston. We leave on Saturday. We'll bring you the behind the scenes. Thank you so much for tuning in. We always appreciate that. Again, like and subscribe. Click the notifications button. Make sure that's on so you get all the notifications. And again, we really appreciate you sharing this around. With that said, you all stay safe out there. Until next time, we're the crew at Gorilla.